We're in the heart of the 8-acre Richard and Helen DeVos Japanese garden.
The chief curator of Meijer Gardens calls it a living work of art. It combines sculpture with ancient Japanese style and nature. Meijer Gardens CEO David Hooker told us the plan went into motion after the spring of 2011 when Fred Meijer said he wanted to create a Japanese garden. It was one of his last requests for the Botanical Garden and Sculpture Park. Hooker says Mr. Meijer wanted to give it as a gift to his wife Lena. And Hooker says what you'll see in the Japanese garden is really a love story shared with West Michigan.
It's Lena's love of plants and flowers and all things horticulture, and Fred's love of sculpture and their love of each other that says let's put those two things together and create an institution, and here we are.
At the entrance, you'll see the 28-ton boulder they placed to celebrate the very beginning of the Japanese garden almost 3 years ago.
There's a lot to see inside the new Japanese garden, as 24-hour News 8's Amanda Jarrett shows us. Behind every plant and stone is a purpose.
Yep, she's live across. Good morning, Brett and Emily. It's a gorgeous view here on the bird viewing deck. And just to give you an idea of how big this garden is, we can't even see the anchor desk from where we are. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous garden, 8 acres full of hidden gems. So we went to find out what you should look for on your first tour of the Japanese garden.
Walk through an entrance immersed in nature and true Japanese culture.
It's extraordinarily detail-oriented environment, and nothing, literally nothing, has been left to chance. The placement of a tree, the placement of a boulder, the shape that the lake finally took, where the works of architecture have been placed, where the works of sculpture have been placed. It's all very intentional.
It's the task of a true designer, Hoichi Kurisu, and a huge team to make this newly planted space look as natural as possible. Trees planted at an angle to lean into the water. 4,000 boulders fill the garden, each placed with a purpose, either as a foundation or an accent. And in your tranquil walk, the loudest thing you'll hear, powerful waterfalls. Water, a constant theme for its purity, symbolizing a journey of sorts. You won't find a quick route here, no straight roads leading you to the end, only winding paths to keep you in the moment.
Its intent is ultimately to slow you down, to give you opportunity to be contemplative, to enjoy the peace, the tranquility of the environment, to really take in the beauty that has been planned.
Some of the most impressive gems are the structures, the beautiful zigzagging and curved bridges, and the tea house. All built in Japan, then taken apart, shipped here, and put together by 30 Japanese craftsmen on site. And if you look closely, you'll find stones sharing Japanese poetry, or hidden spaces to sit and enjoy the view. And the best spot we found? The top of the viewing hill, overlooking the 8-acre garden. Every piece touched by the designer for you to experience a bit of Japan with a Meijer Gardens twist.
And you really want to give yourself a couple extra hours in addition to your normal Meijer Gardens visit just to experience the Japanese garden. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, coming up in our next half hour, we're going to take you live inside the tea house, which is across the lake. And it was a must-have from Fred Meijer's vision, and now a reality. That's coming